Hi, my name is Bob Black. Pat, my wife, and I moved to North Carolina from Florida in 1998 along with our two sons. They spent a lot of their formative years at All Saints. They have since moved out on their own and have their own families and their own jobs. I myself retired in 2018, and that brings us pretty much to the current time, 2020. 2020 has been a year that hopefully we will soon forget. There's been a lot of things that have happened in 2020, and there's a lot of ongoing things in 2020. But one of the things that has impacted all of us the most probably is COVID. COVID has affected us in many ways, including socially, and even affected our church life. If there's one bright spot I would think in this time period, it's that COVID, which is isolating us socially, has at least come at a time when we have technology to help alleviate some of that. Through the use of technology, I have been able to maintain many of my church friends, in my relationships, and actually I've gotten even more involved in church activities. One of the reasons is because it's really so easy. You can watch church in your pajamas, you can leave the dinner table and attend a meeting via Zoom. But technology has really been something that has helped me personally get through all of this. Each Sunday, of course, we watch All Saints live services over Facebook or Facebook Watch. Our oldest son is rector at St. Luke's in Salisbury, and we get to also attend his services live every Sunday. We can even attend other church services, including the services at the National Cathedral, and sometimes we can hear Bishop Carey hearing his great sermons. And if we happen to miss a sermon, we can always go to YouTube and find the recording of it and enjoy it again or for the first time. But throughout the pandemic, one of my dearest friends has become Zoom. Zoom has given us many opportunities. Now, I know a lot of us have become zoomed out or suffered Zoom overload, but I can't imagine going through this many months of social isolation without having Zoom available. Just an example, some of the things that I have been able to attend with Zoom have meant so much to me. I've been involved in a course, it's a 4-year course called Education for Ministry, EFM. I'm in my 3rd year. I started in 2018, and last March we would have probably had to suspend our activities, our classes, until we could meet in person, because that's how we had been meeting downstairs in the church activity room. But with the assistance of Zoom, we really didn't miss a beat. We continue with our classes. We have the ability through Zoom of watching videos as we're all watching them together, or even use a whiteboard that's available in Zoom, almost just like we're in the classroom. We get to see each other, videos of each other, and it's almost like being there. Also, All Saints through the diocese has sponsored a class called Sacred Ground. This class did not start until the pandemic was upon us, so all of our classes have been virtual, again through Zoom. And again, I have really enjoyed it. I think everybody in the class has really enjoyed it. I've gained a lot of information and got a lot of knowledge about racial equity through this program. Through this class that we're taking, we have reading assignments to do. We also have videos that we can sign up and watch through our computer. And every other week, we get together as a group and discuss our readings and what we thought of the videos. Another thing that I have been involved in is Wednesday night classes. We have studied several books, several courses in Wednesday night classes. One of the classes, the class we're taking right now is Short Stories by Jesus. It's very enlightening, and again, we have reading assignments, and we get together every Wednesday night via Zoom. We discuss what stood out to us, what our opinions is it, and it's as if we were at class, except we don't have to drive there. We see each other. It's very easy to talk to each other, and it's easy to hear each other and understand each other because we're maskless. On Zoom, we don't wear masks. We can see facial expressions. We can raise our hands. We can act just like we're in a classroom. Also, my wife and I have been members of a small study group for about 14 years. About 14 years ago, All Saints started a groups of small study groups involving a book called um, A Purpose-Driven Life. And our group had merged with another group shortly after the class ended, and that group has been together these 14 years. Last March, we wondered what we were going to do. Again, we were thinking we'd have to suspend meetings, but no, we are using Zoom. We meet twice a month. During the warm months, we were able to get together outside, socially distanced. Now that the cooler weather is upon us, we have a new book. We're currently reading Original Blessings, and we will continue meeting via Zoom. One other thing that we're doing also, which is going to be brand new, we haven't started it yet, but it's going to be foyer groups via Zoom. We start that this coming week, and we're looking forward to that. And with Zoom, we're going to be able to meet new friends and get to know people that we've seen at church, but really haven't had a chance to spend much time with. And I find that very exciting also. Also, I have been a member of the All Saints Finance Committee for about 15 years. And that finance committee has not missed a meeting because we meet each month via Zoom. Our treasurer, Gil Small, provides all the documents that we need via email prior to the meeting. And then using the whiteboard in Zoom, he goes through each of those documents and we discuss it, and he brings out things that are important. We are provided with enough detail in order to be able to make decisions, to vote, to bring up points that we question, or to further ask for clarification. It's, again, almost as if we were there. So in summary, I just want to say thank you for All Saints for being there, and to the diocese and to the Episcopal Church for their willingness to use technology during these times. These times could have been spiritually dark, but for me, they have been very enlightening. And I think the same is true if everybody has used these tools. So be safe. God bless us, each and every one.